Alright YouTube, Shamu Aquariums here, bringing you guys another update on the 135 gallon. And as you can see, I have added a few more members to my algae cleaning crew. Now, if you guys saw in one of my recent videos, I added a few pandagoras to this tank. They were the last 3 remaining ones in the local fish store, and I have not been able to find any more of them ever since. And then yesterday, while I was on the hunt for more pandagoras, I of course could not find any more of them, but then I came across these guys. Now, these Siamese algae eaters are probably the biggest ones I have ever seen for sale in a local fish store. Every other time I've seen them or bought them, they were really small and they didn't last that long in my tanks. And that was probably because they were too small and delicate. So, with these guys being the largest Siamese algae eaters I've ever seen for sale at a fish store, I snatched them right up and figured that my pandagoras could use a little help with the algae cleaning in my tank. So these two of these rather large Siamese algae eaters are right about 4 inches. This is the smaller one of the group. He's about 3.5 inches. And with them being larger, hopefully they will last longer than the other ones in the past did. Now, they kind of had a rough start in this tank because for the first 10 to 15 minutes they were in here, they were kind of getting picked on by my roseline sharks, also known as denison barbs. And like I said before, these Siamese algae eaters that I just added to the tank are about 4 inches long. And to put that into perspective, that kind of shows you how big these roseline sharks or denison barbs have gotten. But yeah, hopefully these guys will last a lot longer, and hopefully they will actually clean up some of the algae in this tank, because I don't think 3 pandagoras was enough. Like that foot-long pleco that I got rid of recently, he was probably one of the best algae cleaners that I've ever had. Now, I know Siamese algae eaters tend to have a pretty good reputation when it comes to eating algae, so hopefully they live up to that hype. Now, the other fish that I added to this tank was an impulse purchase, and I only thought about this like a couple times in the past few months. And it is another fish that I have not had much luck with in the past, and I gave up on it years ago. And these fish that I was getting, they were only the size of quarters. And I recently heard that they tend to be very, very sensitive when they're small. So I looked that up, I did some research, and I found out that, yeah, a lot of people are saying that when it comes to these fish, they tend to be very sensitive when they're small, but if you buy them large or like medium sized, you will have better luck with them as long as they're bigger than a quarter. So I went to the local fish store after buying those Siamese algae eaters, and I picked up, come on, why do you gotta hide? You were out and about. You know, I was literally trying to hide you from the camera before I started talking about you, and now you're hiding when I'm ready to film you. But anyway, I went and picked up damn, I gotta stop vaping. I went and picked up this large angelfish. I'm not sure if I would call that a koi angel, because the markings kind of look like a panda angel to me, but then it's got that yellow on its face. There we go. But yeah, this angelfish is pretty big. It was the biggest one in the tank when I went to the fish store. And I'm not sure if it's a male or a female. Come on, turn sideways, buddy. They always just want to stare you down, just look straight at you. I'm not sure if it's a male or a female, but I only got one because I heard that when they start breeding, they become really aggressive. And two, I don't want hundreds of babies swimming around. That's the same reason why I only got one electric blue acara, because I do not want babies. I do not have the time or patience to be dealing with that. And I especially do not want demon angelfish parents terrorizing my tank and like corralling all my fish to one side of the tank. So I just got this one angelfish, and this guy will be the centerpiece of my tank. And since he is a lot bigger than the ones I tried in the past, hopefully he will last a lot longer. Well, of course, unless he's old. I don't really know much about how big angelfish are supposed to get. I've heard about some getting the size of dinner plates, and then I've heard about some maxing out at about this size. This angel is probably about like 4.5 inches long, and from top to bottom, he is easily about 5.5, 6 inches top to bottom, from the tip of the top fin to the tip of the bottom fin. And his fins do appear to be a bit nipped up, but then again, there was a bunch of other angelfish in the tank with him, so they were probably nipping each other. They were chasing each other around quite a bit in the sales tank, so not surprised to see some fin nippage on him. And I did net him out of the bag when I put him in here, because I didn't want to put the fish store water in the tank. So hopefully I didn't hurt him. But when I fed the fish this morning, I started off feeding him flakes. I was finally starting to show dominance over that pearl gourami that was bothering him yesterday. But yeah, I started off feeding some tropical fish flakes, cobalt color flakes, to the tank this morning. He was totally ignoring the flakes, and I was kind of worried, like, oh no, is he still stressed out? Is something wrong with him? But then I threw in the spirulina brine shrimp and the bloodworms. Oh, he's chasing them. Oh shit. Oh no. Okay, I guess I got the demon angelfish. God damn it. But yeah, he just went after my Bosemani rainbows. But yeah, I forgot what I was just saying. But yeah, so, oh yeah, so I threw in the spirulina brine shrimp and the bloodworms after he was completely ignoring the flakes, and he went right for the bloodworms and the brine shrimp. So he's just one of those guys. I don't really have that many picky fish in the tank right now, because all my other fish in here, especially the roseline sharks and the Bosemani rainbow fish, they'll eat everything. But it looks like this angelfish only likes the frozen food, which is no big deal. It's just that when I do my weekly flakes only day, he's just gonna go hungry because he won't eat flakes. Oh yeah, he's going after the... Oh no, he's... Oh, fuck. Okay. Kind of establishing himself as the boss, which I guess could be a good thing, because I don't want other fish nipping at his fins. So he's letting everybody know, stay away. But yeah, since this guy's a lot bigger, hopefully he will survive. He's flaring up, that roseline. Okay, maybe this is why he's getting a little aggro towards the other fish. These roselines are coming to check him out and all that. I haven't seen anybody bite his fins, but I've seen my pearl gourami come up and like start trying to like touch him with his little feelers that he has. And the angelfish was just like, whoa, what are you doing? But anyway, hopefully this is actually my first time while I'm filming this seeing him chase the other fish, but hopefully it doesn't get too bad. If he gets any worse than the red-tailed shark I have in here, then he will have to go. But if it's just mild chasing or whatever, it's no big deal. As long as he just lets other fish know, like, don't mess with him, then that's fine. Because I really do not want the other fish nipping at him. Like, it may sound kind of ironic, but the fish that I do notice nipping the most out of all my fish in this tank are these roseline sharks. They tend to be pretty nippy. Like, they mostly nip each other 90% of the time, but occasionally I see them nip at my rainbows and the tetras. They don't dare mess with the sharks. I haven't seen them mess with the angel, but I just saw the angel chasing them. So hopefully they will know better not to mess with the angel. So let me know in the comments below if this is like a panda angel or a koi angel. I'd really like to know, because the markings, the black and white markings tell me panda, but that yellow on his face tells me koi angel. And let me know if it's a male or a female. But anyway, that's all for today's video. Like, comment, subscribe, and I will see you guys in the next video.